Declan is just letting himself get dragged into a bit of a cat and mouse type game, which we know Ghosal is just the master of, really.
Well, the situation is that, I mean, Saurav Ghosal's grown up training with James Wallstrop, playing somebody of a very similar physical size and everything to Declan James, so tactically he'd be looking to move him around, which he's doing. He's sending Declan into the front block, therefore Declan needs to try to counteract that or try and prevent that happening as often. Then he called him Borat Ghosal.
Borat Ghosal.
Is hitting his marks, he's getting his corners.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Joe, when is he not hitting his marks
No,
these
but
days?
he really is.
Seriously,
no, yeah, I know.
So consistent.
Very consistent, hence the ranking.
And out 8.
I mean, this guy's, he's got it written all over him too. I mean, he's moved. Clever shot.
Yeah, it's well played.
7 game to go, so Ghosal leads 1 game to love.
Again, it's James is lifting it so well now. He seems to be getting in this groove where he's found those spots high on the front wall, and he's really feeling it.
Yeah, he's getting
and
his
he's
groove on.
frustrating Ghosal.
Gone around the back door here. Sneaky, sneaky.
Goodness.
Declan James is
He's gone ragged.
completely and utterly lost his form. Ball's just there. Is that's very ambitious to play that cross court nick front on to the. Oh, nearly. Oh, he's in trouble here.
Look at the finish. That finish was
It was
immaculate, though. From
It
Ghosal.
was. You could hear the strings really singing. That was took a lot of experiencing.
It's a great shot. It's just straightened up beautifully. Ghosal's accuracy at the end there, very, very telling.
I mean, he had a huge, huge lead in the second, early doors, and game balls. Don't want to deviate from that.
Oh, that's a bit of ElShorbagy-esque there.
Yeah, he's pulled that from the Shorbagy cupboard.
Almost looked carbon copy. The high lifting tactic to just break things up, and then he doesn't want to be going in a foot race with Ghosal around the court. He knows he's not going to win that. There we go. He's finally got one of those cross-court nicks he's been looking for.
9-7.
Just the body position looked a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more comfortable on that one.
On the way to converting this one, possibly. Oh, that's a way to convert. That was really, really severe. Surreal, I said. It's a new word. Well, he conceded that. Another heavy lunge going in. There's so many, like little torpedoes, these attacks.
6-4.
Did well. Declan James played through the interference, but he's been punished there. So Saurav Ghosal ticking along, 8-4.
8-4. Down 11-5.
Well, it's somewhat ironic there. Ghosal winning on a lob, which was the tactic that James was trying to use throughout the match.
But a terrific opener for tonight's play. 76 minutes, 3-1 victory. He reaches his seeding in the quarterfinals tomorrow night.
He needs to get his systems firing because Tarek Momen, talking about the opposite of a slow starter, Momen has become a very fast starter of late. I would cast my mind back to Qatar when he took to Mueller and slayed him in the first. Good reactions from the French warrior. That's better. He was set it up with a nice backhand line.
And out for 8. Game ball.
Yeah, well, Momen is a part of this triangular dominance at the top of the game of the three Egyptians.
11-5 game to Momen. Momen leads 1 game to love.
As he takes the first game. Castagnet on the defensive again. Momen just beautifully working the lines, and then that short play again. It's just too good. It's too clinical. It's just like he basically is hitting the shot exactly how he wants to hit it every time. Great line. It's beautifully weighted.
And out 8-5.
Best rally of the match so far. Castagnet finding a bit more mojo himself.
Another.
Magnificent finish though. Tarek Momen equal to the task.
11-7 game to Momen. Momen leads
The Momenator marches on here in Zurich. Looking very, very sharp and focused.
Any chance that he gets himself from any kind of loose play, he's got to be a bit more severe on that drop because the answering is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's too good. The way that ball angles into the sidewall. Torpedo drop. Look at it. It's so short.
Yeah.
And out 9-3. Now 11-4 match to Momen. 3 games to love. 11-5. 11.
Comprehensive victory for him to book his place into the quarterfinals. No, I'm not condoning it either, Johnny.
It's another.
Oh. Wow, that was a good get because it was.
Bit of payback.
And out 4.
That one caught the nick as well. Would make it this brutal. You can hear the thud of Makin when he's desperate lunge to get to the ball, but
How's he got the height on that?
Got to be feeling this, Joey. He's got to be feeling it.
Oh! Oh, this is just
It's outrageous now. It's beyond outrageous.
stupendous. He's
Gone
tried to,
through.
Yeah, he tried to do the sly one. Oh, he's got it back.
There's just this murmur in the crowd. They are just absolutely on the edge of their seats, as we are.
They're going to be sick, most of them. Oh, he's going to get no let! He's going to get no let! That's an outright. Look and listen to that! Listen to that! And it gives the Golden Tiger game ball. He's gone for the post, Nick. Just like describing shots at the moment. He's going to get the stroke. That's brilliant. What a first game, Johnny. What a first game. Unbelievable first game from the Golden Tiger.
Didn't have the same flexibility as Joel Makin or Paul Cole, that's for sure.
No.
As we see here. Yeah, it's just too much heavy load here for the Welshman. He's not really getting any ascendancy around the tee area in both sides. But Farag, as soon as he's gone off the boil, Makin's ability to just sense the moment is now and lift the quality of his game once again.
But he's on the hunt again. The Tiger's recovered from the... Is it spider venom? Can you have venom from a spider?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. The funnel web spider and the redback spider in Australia are very venomous.
Well, he's managed to shake off the initial venom. He's back on the hunt. He's really mixing those paces. He's using that front wall. This is great to see these guys. It's a real pattern with a lot of these guys that are on the move in the rankings. That's a beautiful finish. That took a lot of calmness there from Farag. It was immaculately finished. Watch how relaxed he flows through that ball beautifully. That was very well played.
It's absolutely ferocious in there. I mean, look at that.
No, it's out of court. So Ali Farag was more of a nervous fist clench. Ali Farag. That was more of a
avoided the stroke situation, and Farag has once again he's done exactly what he did at the beginning of game 2. He's been very aggressive with his play, and he's caught Makin off guard, and this is what happened in game 2. 5-1 lead for Farag. Makin just he's got no margin for. Here it is again, the good switch. This is exactly the tonic that Joel Makin needed, a bit of a lengthier rally in duration. Oh look, that's just absolutely immaculate work from Ali Farag, hovering on the backhand side of the tee area. 2 times in a row he set it up, and you just see that extra bit of body work there. This
ball's softening up considerably, and this is where the adaptation of the length hitting, the adjustment on the front wall has to happen. There's a huge skid mark. But it's up to Farag to stop, not Makin, because Makin was the one that made it. So, Joel Makin asking for the new ball. Right legs of Farag filling up with lactic acid. Huge learning process for him in this fourth game, Joel Makin, because when you are getting into that deficit, if you're going to try and stay in the match with somebody like this, got to use some type of ball control and defensive play. You can't panic.
Fourth now.
Third, sorry.
Yeah, this game, obviously, Makin stayed with him till the mid part, but that's where he's broken down. But the sheer effort that he had to put in early in this game to stay with Farag has taken its toll. As Farag, like you say, he's just been floating about, much more efficient.
Oh my goodness me, this is outrageous recovery work. Goodness gracious, wow. That was just, I mean, it's just unbelievable athleticism. You hear that? Hear that again. And he's done the jazz splits there on his bum. He's got up, played the ball, and then Ali Farag finishing it off. But oh, well played, well played. He had to bring his A game though. Like I say, a massive learning curve for Joel Makin. He's got a taste of what you have to do, the level that has to be where Ali Farag is. But impressive there from Ali Farag, very impressive. A very tough draw on paper, even for somebody that's been the world #1 and world champion this month, coming up against the Golden Tiger. A real big test, 64 minutes of great squash. Moment the bullet is taken off the petrol cap. I don't think a rocket doesn't go on petrol, though, does it?
No, rocket fuel.
What is that?
We'll need to ask Elon Musk.
4-5.
That's got to be.
He's able to just punch everything around that mid-court area.
Gaultier.
Gaultier, that's a pretty good example.
Oh, goodness me. I mean, just, I don't know if we get to see that again, but it's a full swing. Watch this control.
9-6.
Full swing and through.
11-8. Game to Abouelghar. Abouelghar leads 1 game to.
Well, magnificent overhead cross-court nick, and it's
And out 5-0.
again, it's that forearm whip. Yeah, he wants to have a shootout. He wants to go with him point for point at the end and then have a shootout from 8-all, because he knows that the likelihood of Abouelghar engaging is high.
There's the hammer. As soon as the hammer goes up,
7-6.
it's like he's holding a microphone.
Yeah, big trouble here for Mueller. Big
11-8.
trouble.
Game to Abouelghar. Abouelghar
Well,
leads 2 games to love.
The Egyptian bullet.
His movement, the recovery movement is too slow. I think he's got to find there, on that side there. It's a backhand now. Backhand has been his strength area. So he gets another look in now at 7-6.
7-6.
He was 7-6 up in the previous game.
How many times have we seen the 8-all gunslingers? Every game it's been 8-all. Come on, Johnny.
I'm not there. First game, second game we did.
And out 9-8.
This is the familiar story. It gets to 8-all.
They're going to go even more nuts, Johnny. The bullet will look to try and finish this. Oh, that's tight.
Down.
Yeah, he's done it.
11-9. Match to Abouelghar. 3 games to love.
The bullet has come through.
Abouelghar wins 11-8.
Very entertaining. Last match of this second round with the Swiss Rocket. Huge, huge favourite here in Zurich. 38 minutes, 6 minutes past their average match time.